see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on last year's national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Red Wolves ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma's offense will go on the attack first. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school.
Turning, just steamrolling the defense. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And now on second down for this offense. The give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Sooners are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! First points of the day are on the board. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go to the ground. Jumped on top of the pile. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. On the move is the 30. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's what makes this up. Dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football, and how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Going for the goal line. Give! They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Bringing it back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end. And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He wants to go deep. Holds it in on the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long... didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Sooners with myriad... after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Snatches it on the right. Hits the crease. Tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it. The Sooners backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Hold and fire complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Going for it all. Makes the catch on the left. Off and running. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Little touch pass to the receiver. Across the 45. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. He caught it. And he's in. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
All by himself. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. Another great move. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shorten.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the up and down the field, starters are scoring. You've got
just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play.
to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on last year's national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The inside handoff. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on third down. He'll pull it on the read. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing with the first down.
He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quarterback making adjustments. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown Sooner. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that? And I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. Rolling on the run. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Using the quick game. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. He managed to... Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved. Down.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to come.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Got his man. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Brings it in down the left side. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dances away to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown Sooners! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do. Who scored?
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep... Oh, until they find an answer.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown! Oh, great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Sioux! You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for
Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on last year's national champion, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The offense changing the play. They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Oh, they really could have used that. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. To the ground. He's got it again. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached a break. It's Nevada holding the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Into the end zone he goes. Caught. Quarterback may change this route. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is... Distance at the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. There's the pressure. Trying to set up the screen. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Flips it out in the flat. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The give to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st. Will hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their 1st sack of the game here in the 1st half. You can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical.
There he goes! And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David. Of the
guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide. They've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Breaks into the open. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
A 1st and 10 for this offense. They'll try the run. Got a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on the
touchdown Sooners! And the Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And 45 on its way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He's going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Sooner! Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome, folks, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial for kickstarting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. The shotgun run call. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down at the 17. And the Sooners are going to cash in here in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. And the defense is there to smother it. They were all over the option play that time.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the pass rush, gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Running back has it on a screen now. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. And wow. This crowd noise, this stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but and there's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
The receiver grabs it. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment before this important play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Turns it loose downfield. Makes the catch in space. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45. Down here for this offense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, how about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Shotgun formation here on third down. The ball is caught. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. Yeah.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a quarterback keeper. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
On the run, he'll let it go. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. We're going to throw it on third and very long. Quarterback looking to scramble. Oh, and he did not get there. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The Sooners line up with a first and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Loaders into the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Handoff taken, heads off right tackle.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he'll drop back here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. gets the call here. The drive begins with excellent field position. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. That gain makes it second and medium. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks into the clip. Headed for the end zone. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. And he fights into the end zone. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. He'll toss it to the back. As the first down is still going. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job of pitching it. And how about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
Their first down loss at second and long from the 23. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Swarmed by the pass rush.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Looking to scramble. Throws it deep downfield to the left. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but... Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield. Offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So first and 10, our first play of overtime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Sooners. They jump on top in OT.
Chris, what a play by this quarterback. 1 second, he's surveying the entire field, trying to find that open receiver. The next second, he just pulls it down, tucks the football away, picks up yards, and gets a touchdown himself. What a run.
So they line out now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. They need a field goal at least to force another overtime. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Here's the second down play. Wants to throw it. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for completion at all.
So third down and medium. Can the defense get a stop and force a field goal attempt? Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. A running back here in a direct snap. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. So here we go, a critical third down play. This offense eager to keep the drive going and not. And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go